Are we on the air?
Dear Lord, I hope we make it back. They are slowly infiltrating, Lord. They're planning to attack. They call you nigga to your face and then they dare you to say it back. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Lowmein Asylum show, episode motherfucking 27. How are we feeling today? I really hope everyone had a great fucking weekend. It was a very eventful weekend all across the fucking board. We're going to go through a lot this fucking episode. Let's start off with the fun fact of the day. People who work long hours tend to drink more than those who keep it on lighter hours. With that being said, work hard, play hard, but you already know that's the motivation of the Lowmein Asylum show. We are all about having fun and working hard on this show. Hey man, like do you pimping? Like if you are out here turning up, make sure that you got all your fucking responsibilities out of the way first. If you're taking that shot tonight, make sure that you put in at least 8 hours with the lunch. So on this episode, we're gonna talk to Steven, y'all. So we're gonna go inside of his head. Last time that y'all heard of him, he was the historian for the Side Dude chapter of Phoenix, Arizona. Let's call him up and let's see what he has to say.
The player.
Hey man.
What's up?
Hey man. What's today's math, yo?
I don't even know, man. Today's math is a whole bunch of numbers.
Hey man, it's episode 27. That's exactly what it is.
Episode 20. There you go. Episode 27. 2 7 = 9. That gives birth to all things. That's cool, man. You know why? That's cool.
Hey, bro. One thing that I really want to do on this episode, though, is like I really want to give birth to a brand new mindset but you know what happened over the weekend? We're gonna get into that. But you know what happened over the weekend?
Oh yeah. Let's get into it, brother. Let's jump right into it, yeah.
Hey, man. But first of all, let's start light, man. But the show wants to know where you been.
You know, man, just living and things. You know, mostly on Mars, but being everywhere.
That's true. I told everyone that you were the historian of the Side Dude chapter of Arizona.
Yeah, man, I had to go pay my dues, you know. They needed me for a conference up in Winslow. Real small.
Oh, man, hell yeah, bro.
We like anonymity.
I keep telling a lot of people that we wear top hats to all these Side Dude chapter meetings, but they don't believe it.
Yeah, they come in different colors depending on how long you've been in. Side Dude. Beautiful thing.
And then, you know, sometimes but you get a nice feather, you know, if you put in that hard work.
If you put in the hard work, you might get a feather.
Keep it light, Dutch. Keep it light. Hey, man. First things first, man. I got to talk to you about something.
What you got to talk to me
about? All right, man. We need to tell the world how crazy it has been trying to date in this fucking generation. Because this generation, like, people, I really don't think y'all understand that when I tell y'all that I don't want anything to do with any of these hood rats, I really mean it. Because, like, I want a good girl to come up in my head. You know, I had some dates on the show. Everybody knows I had some dates on the show, right, Steven? You know, I talked about all those dates on my show. Now, where they at, though? All right?
Where they at, though?
But they all turn.
Hey, yo, maybe you ain't fit. How about that?
Hey, man, like, I thought about that, but nah, you know? No, like, I literally sat down, like, one day, like, I'm like, maybe, like, I'm not doing what I'm, you know, like, but no, like, trust me, like, I'm still, but then again, like, you know, like, every person that I meet, and if we're trying to build a relationship, like, I try to build an actual relationship with that human. Like, you know, like with that actual person. But ladies out here want to be building relationships like textbook style.
Hey, you know what, man? Mm-hmm. You ever think that maybe we're just like maybe a little too obsessive? Like, because I believe like there's a healthy degree of obsession because you have to like want the person that you're with. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But do you ever think that maybe we're like we move too fast and maybe a little too obsessive?
I mean, at the same time, because like we know exactly what we want, right?
You know, I agree with you. Okay. I agree with you, but I'm learning that we still have to function in the rest of the world, and sometimes that's not how the rest of the world lives, which sucks.
Hey man, yo, that's so true. Hey, everybody on the show, I want you guys to know that we believe in the tactics of like if I really vibe with you. Because like me and Steven go off, like I think me and Steven go off like emotions more than anything else, or like vibes, like you know.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
And if your, wavelengths are like, matching up to my wavelengths, like, yo, like, why the fuck are we beating around the bush? What's up, mama? Trying to go get that
Yo,
milkshake or what?
on some complete weirdo shit. One of my homies broke it down to me, like I said, on some complete weirdo shit.
Okay.
But he was like, he was like, it's vibes and stuff, like energy or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he said sometimes it's, he said, how did he break it down? He said sometimes people just have the same, like, gravitational pull, right, from the center of the earth.
Okay.
So you guys are just like literally being pulled together by gravity because you guys are like dense in the same kind of way and shit. I don't know how he said it. He was.
I like that shit. Yo, man.
But it sounds cool, right?
Yo, I love that. Yo, so have you ever like sat down and like got like just like buku high and just like fucking just like research shit on Google? Just went on like this like extensive like research paper like search like, but you're not writing shit.
Nah, I don't know if I really. No.
No, okay. So man, sometimes I do that, man, because like I don't know why, like, but like I just like learning about shit and everything, right? And then so I was going through like it was right after when I seen the Troy movie. So like I was in that Greek, like fucking culture and everything, like trying to learn about that. And one of the things that they said, man, is Zeus. So well, men were created with 4 arms and 4 legs, okay? But Zeus feared their powers so much that he split them in half and then condemned them for the rest of their life to find their other half.
Word.
Yo, like that's some deep shit, isn't it?
That's powerful, bro.
Yo,
that's
man.
But I also read somewhere, that when the world, like the Big Bang happened and the world just kind of, exploded or whatever.
Yeah.
That soulmates, you guys were just like connected during, before the Big Bang, and then now you guys are just finding your way back.
Oh, yo, so, but the Big Bang was like an after party or like the last like New Year's party and like the ball dropped and then I lost her?
Yeah, and then everybody, it was like Cinderella lost her slipper and everything. It was
yo, I was about to say that, yo, man. I'm like, yo, that's a fucking like galactic Cinderella. Yo, man, but you ain't finding that bitch. No time soon. No time soon.
No.
Hey, man. So everyone that like lost their galactic Cinderella out there and all the fucking hate that they felt in their heart, I feel more hate like in my heart right now, man, because I want that Big Bang to like actually happen again here on Earth. Because everything that happened over this fucking weekend, man, like, yo, personally, it's 2017, right, Steven? It's 2017? Hey, man, why is it feeling like 1950s out here, bro? Like, I'm hanging out with Bertier and shit.
What I personally believe there is, there has been progression, obviously. We can share water fountains now. But I just think, I don't know, I think we just got better at masking what is actually there.
That's true. And for all you guys that don't know what happened over the weekend, so in Charlottesville, Virginia, a group of little middle class diabetic white boys met up. Like they all went to Home Depot, but they all bought the fucking tiki torches. All right, so tiki torches come from where, Steven?
Home Depot?
No.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. They do come from Home Depot, but like straight from Hawaiian, right? Like that's a Hawaiian culture.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hawaii.
So they bought like all this, and like it was like hundreds of them, right? So
a lot of them.
So like these like fucking kids that play Pokemon Go every day, like fucking bought tiki torches and walked down Charlottesville, like talking about white supremacy, like white power shit, like. But the crazy thing about that, man, like, but the only reason why like I'm so fucking mad because it's like, yo, let 5 black people walk down those streets carrying a stick with fire just like they fucking were, and like, but you don't see people get shot. But them, oh no, it's okay, it's fine.
Even during the day.
Bro, exactly, man. And like, I'm fucking tired of people like always talking about like how come y'all so angry? Because like we're looking at this shit on the news and we see no justice. Where's the justice in this shit?
But it's not just the news, bro. Like that's where people get it confused. Like when we get together, you know what I mean. We share our stories of the racist things that we see every day. I mean, it sounds like a broken record and overplayed, but people really do clutch their purses when they really do lock their car doors when they see us walking toward the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm really just trying to get a grocery cart.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And go back inside Fry's.
Man,
like we see that, like we really see the stuff every day, and when we see it not justified in real person, but we figure once it gets to a big scale where the world can see it, we figure there'd be some sort of empathy, and time and time again we see that there isn't. Like we that speaks more volumes than the actual words that we're hearing. Is that every single time we see somebody shot and killed on national television, no policeman gets arrested. Not one conviction. Like, not even one? We can't get one of them?
Not even one conviction. And I got to tell you about this crazy-ass story, right? So not even one conviction happened, right? On all of them motherfuckers. And there is a young Somali police officer in Minnesota right now, okay? So one day, but this lady called the cops because she heard some noises coming from her alleyway, right? So she thought, like, it's some type of, domestic, disturbance, da 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 da. So she like runs down her like neighborhood, like where like a cop patrol, like a cop patrols her like fucking like hood, right?
Yeah.
And fucking, so she runs up to his car, bro. She like taps or like kind of like slams on the back of his car, like bang, bang, bang. Okay. So, in reality, if like a black person slammed on a white car just like that, on a police officer's car just like that, do you think I would be alive right now?
Not even a little bit.
Like, not even a little bit, man. Like, I would even be breathing after the second bang,
They'd call it aggravated assault on a police officer or some shit.
Exactly.
They'd have every right to shoot.
So, man, it's like pitch nighttime and everything. So this man comes outside, bro, like draws his weapon and like he's like walk away, and he shoots her once because like at the same time it's dark time, but you don't know who's walking up.
Yeah.
Okay, so he shoots her once. Tell me why he's doing life in prison right now.
Damn, son, that's tight.
Like, yeah, and then like all these dudes are over here like, oh, no conviction, but you just let off. You just let off. Go home.
Yeah, man, it's on like again, we see it every day. We see the injustice every single day. But when it's on the national level or like international level, and there's still no justice, like that hurts, man. We at that point we see where we're at.
Exactly, man. And what the fuck do we do about it? Like, honestly, like now.
To be completely honest with you, man, like educate. You know what I mean? Talk to your people. Consciousness and talking is important. But man, I still got bills to pay, bro.
Exactly. But like at the same time, bro, like I'm not trying to like I don't condone any violence, like but this is the Lowmein Asylum show, like we just condone nothing but love, peace, and hard work, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if y'all really want that smoke, man, nigga, come see me. What the fuck?
Yeah,
all y'all pussy ass niggas over there?
Safe, bro.
Huh?
They stayed where they were safe.
Like exactly, like I dare y'all motherfuckers to come try that on the west side. Like, let alone on the west side of Phoenix even. What the fuck? Yo, man, but you're not gonna be
man.
Like
let some of these Trump supporters like that try to take over downtown Phoenix. Yeah. Calling every hood, every block in Phoenix, and I'm like, yo, we gotta go take our city back.
Like, we're doing it. Yo, I'm treating this shit like fucking Chirac. Like, I'm not even lying to you. I'm starting gang wars like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas up in this bitch.
Man, brown, black, Crip and blood, everybody's coming.
And like that's the thing that got to me the fucking most, man, that like these are dudes that hide like in regular like civilian population, right? They hide, okay, but these are people that you see on your everyday life. They're your cashier, they're your printer, like people, but they go to shit like this, but they burn shit, but they yell white power all day. Like, I want you to know, you big fucking pussy, if you are true racist, Like, prove it. I dare one of y'all to prove it. Prove it. I just don't understand, bro. Like, it's just like all y'all niggas want to keep yelling white power, but y'all want to yell it like quietly. Yo, man. All right.
Hey, man, you could. I mean, it's 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 as weird as it sounds to say, and as like counterintuitive, even. It's like that's kind of it's smart, bro. If you stay in the shadows and you're still winning, why would you need to come out and scream it loudly? I wouldn't. If I was winning, I wouldn't care. Even though I hated everybody, I would be like, I don't care.
I like, but like, I think, yo, like, I think, like, honestly, like, this whole white supremacy is like built on ego.
Or lack thereof,
yeah, like exactly. So like, so if you really think that you're better than me, man, like, cause like to this day, like they will see you around now, right? Like they're like, damn, that motherfucker's handsome. I'll never be like him. Damn, why is he still fucking my wife? Cause I can, nigga. Come pull up.
You know, I can't remember where I read it at. I think it was somewhere on Instagram or something like that. But it said something about like somebody wrote like if you are a supremacist and you're trying to reign supreme, that just means like you know that there's an inequity somewhere inside of yourself. The reason the fact that you need to prove that you are supreme and you need other people to validate that for you just means that, like I said, there's an inequity inside of you. There's something that you feel that you need to be compared to. Real people that ain't got nothing, like I ain't worried about you, ain't out here trying to be better than anybody. I'm gonna let you shine because I'm shining, you know?
Exactly, bro. Like I just don't know. Like, and like I could say like I'm a major person that like, you know, like I lived all around the world. Like I'm not trying to toot my own horn or like or anything, but I lived all around the world and like in other countries, man, like but you see love, like you know, like people treat each other like actual humans, and like you just don't want to treat me as a human for like only my skin color, like shit like that, man. Like it's just like on a hypothetical day when like we go to a regular grocery store, right, Steven? And then we're walking down the aisle, and then so we see like an elderly, like wider person, like bro, I like to smile. Like, you know, like I'll smile at you. I'll say hi. Like I'll even chop it up. Like we could talk about your kids, you know? But like as soon as like as soon as you look up to smile, like these guys give you the most like threatening look, like they're scared of you. And like like it makes you kind of feel bad in yourself. Like, you know?
Yeah, like the absolutely. It makes you like it hurts your feelings a little bit. You know what I mean, or even a lot of bit.
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy is it's like, and then so it's like, but there's like levels of it, right? There's like levels to the shit, but there's levels
Shout
of
out
like degrees of racism. Shout out Meek Mill. But there's like varying degrees, so to speak, of racism, right? Like you see the everyday like casual racism, and what I'm starting to understand too, on a side note, is that people really don't think that casual racism is like still racism. So like when you talk to people and they're like, no, like the white supremacists or the KKK, those are the racists. Those are the people that want to see you dead. But like when you're at home and you're watching the news and like you see you see somebody black or brown on the news, and you don't sit there and say, oh, those crazy Mexicans. You're like, these wetbacks out here being crazy. Like that's still racist.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? Like there's still something inside of you that your gut instinct and the thing that comes out without thinking about it is wetback. You know what I mean? That's right. That is racist.
Exactly.
Anyway, so besides the casual racism, you have the blatant racism that I like. That's when you get the racial slurs, the N-words, the sticks, the wetbacks, all of that, the cheeks. What else is there? All of the Jewish anti-Semitism.
Yo, man, with the Lowmein Asylum show, we're here for education. Like, don't call anybody that, but just we want you to know the bad words. Like, if you hear it, like if you hear it, be like, hey, motherfucker, don't ever say that again.
You see the different stuff, right? So you have people that's like, because I was reading. You know what I mean? I'd be on Instagram just like everybody else, and I look at the comments and on the pictures and stuff that people write. And there was this dude. I believe he was some kind of Latin dude, like Mexican, Puerto Rican, something like that. But he was saying that he hasn't ever like he hasn't ever experienced racism to the point that where it's stopping him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And where it's like holding him back, or to where he's not able to achieve. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
And I dig it. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people like you. Sometimes people do live in a community where it is just love. You know what I mean? Like it's a small town, so you really do love your neighbor. You really do go to the Sunday church meetings, and you know what I mean. So you get camaraderie and like a village mentality, right? So I understand that there's that stuff. But sometimes these people, and I guess just to say, I didn't want to sound mean, but they choose to like ignore what is clearly in front of them. Like they can't escape the racism as much as they want to, and as much as they don't believe that they experience it because they want to be the other. You know what I mean? They don't want to be the typical.
Yeah.
Like they cannot run from it, especially if they live in America, because America was built on a systematic prejudice that is racism. Everything that this country was built on a systematic, meaning system. There was a structure of it was a system to keep one above and one down. Does that mean that all people are racist? Absolutely. Are all of these specific group of people are racist? Absolutely not. That's absurd. There is rarely ever absolutes in life or in like nature, period. So it's not going to start here. So absolutely not. Not everybody is a racist. But if you ask every person of color, they have experienced racism.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Exactly.
Therein lies the difference. So yeah, you can't ignore the racism again because we were built on the structure of that. So you go into you can go into anything. Where do we start? 75% of the world's population, and excuse me for being crude, but again, these are the names that our oppressors gave us. 75% of the world is either brown, black, red, or yellow. Why are we called the minorities?
Yo.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yo.
Okay, hold on.
Bum.
Why are we called the minorities? And then people will say, "Oh, well, Steven, you're the minority in America." Okay, I understand that. There might be, if you're grouping us all as minorities, then I don't know if there is if we are the minority still. But if you group us separately, you group us by black, by brown, by red, by yellow, then yeah, of course we're individually the minority. But again, if you didn't kill half of the 60 million people that you stole from Africa, maybe there would be more of us. Or if you didn't kill 60 million, 100 million Native Americans with smallpox and war and some more shit, then maybe there would be a bigger, there would be a more diverse, America would be more diverse. You feel what I'm saying? But no, they didn't grant us that. Again, because we were built on a system of racism, everything since its inception has been to keep one on top and one at the bottom.
Talk that fucking talk. Hey, man, yo, people gonna love this episode.
Hey, man, so what I'm saying is that you cannot avoid the racism. It is internalized now. We grow up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, you can choose to ignore it because, I got bills to pay. I still got to go to work. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I can't be out here social justice warrior trying to fight every evil that I see. So I get it. You choose to ignore the stuff that is thrown at you every single day. From the time you wake up, from the time you wake up, when you step outside of your house, you're reminded that you are not. I mean, you are reminded that you are an other.
Hey, man, but you get that a lot, man, and like, but you'll get that in like people get luxuries. Like, yo, man, like people can walk inside of a Starbucks right now and order a coffee comfortably. That's a luxury. Nigga, do you know if I walk inside a Starbucks, like half of the place stops.
Automatically the eyes are on you?
Like it stops, yeah, and like everybody watches you. Bro, the luxury of shopping in peace.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that I was talking to somebody about it. It's like, okay, so I hate, like, maybe not hate this term, but like it's been so overused and used in the wrong way that it's almost lost its power now, right? But everybody that listens to this understands what white privilege is, right? We understand that it's real, and if you don't believe that it's real, it's not even anything to have to believe in.
Break it down for the show, man. Break it down for the show.
This is a real thing. I'm not here to educate you, but this is what I'm talking about, right?
But break it down.
Everybody talks about white privilege, right? Again, we should all understand what that means. If you don't, just shut it off. Shut this episode off. You shouldn't be listening anyway. have white privilege, right? And again, you mentioned it a little earlier when you say like the luxury of going into Starbucks and not having the eyes on you as soon as you walk in because you are an other. Mm-hmm. This is what I think, right? So when you get to like a professional level, like CEOs and them type, like those people that wear like Armani suits every day and $50,000 watches and shit. When you get to those type of people, I do believe that there is white privilege, that like people of color are literally looked over because there is a white counterpart, right? I do believe that. I'm not there, but the stories that I've heard, the books that I've read, and the things that I've heard, you know what I mean, the stories and stuff like
all
that.
The tests
leads me to believe this.
All the tests point to yes, yeah.
Okay, so we understand that. I do believe that is blatant white privilege. You are overlooked just because you are brown, black, red, or yellow, right? Mm-hmm. What I think, what I believe that happens for us, like regular everyday people like me and you that got to do the 40 hours a week, sometimes overtime. You know what I'm saying? What I believe happens for us is that everybody that isn't black benefits from not being black. And it's just basically that simple. I don't have any other privilege per se, or so to speak, than anybody else. It's just that I benefit from not being black. So I can walk into a store. Me and you even can walk into a store. I'm brown, you're black. We can walk into a store at the exact same time. Of course, as soon as we walk in, the eyes are going to be on us as soon as we walk in. But what happens is they're not going to be looking at me as hard because you're walking in right next to me, right? Another story. Me and one of my friends, two of my friends, we were driving from the west side to the east side. They were giving me a ride home after a party. It was wild times. Anyhow, so my friend that picked me up, it was a woman. She was driving. I was in the passenger seat, and my homie was in the back, right? So the girl that was driving was brown. I'm brown, obviously, and my homie in the back is black, right? We're all riding dirty for various reasons. The car is unregistered that I didn't know. The moral of the story is that we were all on an even playing field. We were all riding dirty. You feel what I'm saying? So they stop us for the car being dirty. We stop. They get all of our IDs. They ask us a bunch of questions. They look through the car, do whatever they got to do. They tell us that we're all riding dirty, but they only take my homie in the back who is black. Just straight up. And to be honest with you, he probably had the least incriminating thing on him, and he still went. They still took him. And I don't know. It's things like that you see every day. Like pretty in Phoenix, especially, we grew up in a neighborhood where I live in one house. My neighbor to the left is black. My neighbor to the right is white, and my neighbor across the street is Native American. Right? All of our parents pretty much are working the same shitty jobs, making the same shitty pay. Some of their parents might be on the same shitty drugs, doing the same shitty things, like drinking too much or smoking in excess, all of these things, right? So we see mostly that, especially growing up in Phoenix, that everybody is mostly on an even playing field. Again, I have no more privilege with quotation marks than anybody else, right? We all go to the same schools. We're all getting taught the same things, the same shitty food at lunch, all of that. The bullshit PE teachers, all of the dumbass English teachers, all of that. We're all getting the same education. But where it comes into play, especially in the schools and by authority figures like the police, like the principals, things like that, is that when you see it, I just plainly benefit from not being black. And
I get it.
It just be like that.
Yo, man, it be like that sometimes, yo.
It's wild, man. I'm telling you, and like I said, man, people can choose to ignore it, and which is cool. I understand it because it shouldn't stop your shine. You should go out there and do what you got to do, but you got to understand, man, that it is out here. And you know what? It's even like this. One day, these people who choose not to see it are going to understand why we're so angry. But I just hope that it doesn't come at the price of their son or daughter, like Trayvon Martin's mother and father.
Yo, talk that fucking talk. Yo, that's the most realest shit ever said. But on like a lighter, like more positive note, I gotta tell you just like this, all right? Mm-hmm. That if we want the same thing as they want, and we are trying to work for it, we just got to work a little bit harder. We got to get over a few more obstacles. But by the end of the day, when I get that position, or like whenever I get like that like success over them, like I'm gonna look at you in the eye and say, I fucking earned it. Like you can't say shit
and
to
you
me,
earned it.
nigga.
Yeah, man, we got to go through a couple more obstacles. One more generation of old racists are dead, and then that's, you know what I mean? It starts a whole new. And I'm trying to tell everybody
Man, we
by the
still got Honey
2020s,
Boo
but
Boo in town. What are you talking about? Honey Boo Boo is
hey, man,
still
her
out here
mom was
functioning.
cool. Her mama was cool. Didn't she date a Mexican dude?
Hey man,
Anyhow,
her mom got like kind of bad now. Oh, did you see her?
no, bro.
Hey, bro,
I
no,
can't.
man,
I
like,
can't
bro,
go
like,
that
she
now.
went from plump to like, I don't know. Yo, fucking, like, yo, low key, I kind of think that Drake would slide into her DMs. I like my
Yo,
girl,
Drake
baby
trying to
daddy.
slide into everybody's DMs. Him and Bieber are trying to take over everywhere.
Yo, did you see that? Bieber trying to slide into uh, to the girl at the gym, like her Instagram, right?
Oh yeah. I
Bro,
did see that.
this dude over the weekend literally tried to slide into this girl that checked him into the gym. Like, it made no fucking sense to me. Like, yo, do you? But yo, man, I gotta tell you something that happened to me on Friday, and like, I want to tell you how it changed my life. All right, man. So, on Friday, I went to go see a friend that I haven't seen for a long time, and so we went over to have a cold one, right? Cold one with the boys, and fucking. So I sit down, and so there's this lady in there that like she's kind of like a acquaintance. Like I know her, but like we don't know each other fully. Like it's just like a hi bye thing.
I know her, but I don't really know this hoe.
Yeah, like like every side dude say that. So like but you don't know if it's true or not. And she has a husband. All right, so the husband, um, so the husband, like like girl just gives me like the biggest fucking like sensual hug known to man. Okay, I mean like sensual, my nigga. Like when I tell you, like she like literally tried to hold me. Like I'm like yo, let go of me. Like I got it, grandma. Yeah. Hey man, so fucking so I go back to my seat and she comes up to me and she like literally starts like freaking with my fucking chair. I kid you the fuck not. Like she starts grinding on my chair, okay? And then so she's like, "Stand up, let's dance." I don't know what the fuck was up with her eyes and everything. Like she kept touching me all over, right? Like she slid over my dick 3 times, bro. And her husband's in the same fucking room. And
That's
like
wild, man.
so like I'm sitting there and like I'm telling like homegirl to calm down, like calm down, like kick it, chill, like what the fuck is wrong with you? And she keeps leaning into my ear telling me to fucking breathe, let it happen, just move. Just move. Like she literally just she was in my ear. Just move. It's
Hey, man,
fine.
old people are freaks, bro.
Hey bro, like literally, but like at the same time, like damn, like calm it down, right? Like a little bit. But like so she like rubs me like 2 more times, and like the third time, like I grabbed her hand, right? I'm like, all right, we're gonna stop doing this, like right fucking now. Like this is what's gonna like happen. You're not gonna touch my dick again. The fuck is wrong with you? Like what kind of thing like do you think this fucking shit is, right?
I would go in and let her
Bro,
touch my ding dang, bro.
yeah, man. So like I was so fucking pissed, and then so like she literally like got a crying face and just went to go fucking sit down after that. Like I'm like, bitch, I'll cut you. Like what the hell? Like I just got groped. But like I thought about it. I'm like, there's lame ass dudes out here that are doing that to girls every day, like out here, and like girls like still have their chin up, like like their chin high up in the air, like like I'm gonna get through my day still. And like I thought about that. I'm like,
people in the world, bro.
because I'm like, if that happened to me like 2 or 3 more times, like I would have stabbed somebody.
Yeah. I would have been like, hey, homie, you cool with this?
Yeah.
Me and the girl about to do some things.
And like I didn't want to do anything with her, bro, but she looked like a duck.
I wasn't done. So why are you near the duck?
Like, oh man.
You should have removed yourself from the premises immediately.
Hey man, like, but I still wanted my colon, Ain't no bitch gonna get me. Ain't no girl gonna get between me and that colon,
I feel you too, man.
Yeah. Like, hey man, either that or my blunt, like, like nope. I'm not moving. Like
You
I was
know,
here first. Hey man,
I might move
have you ever seen an ex at a park while you were smoking and shit? But you're like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying here. What?
at a park.
Yeah, like
Nah,
I'm
man, I
chilling.
run from all of my exes. Actually, I run the other way, and I do mean run. They scare me.
Why?
I don't know, man. They just do. I see them. I see all of those little women all over the place. I'm like, I'm going the other way.
I'm done with y'all. Peace.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to catch up. I don't want none of that. You know what? I was just thinking about this earlier. It's weird. I like. I rarely ever call like girls I used to date ex-girlfriends. Rarely ever. And I would hope that they wouldn't call me an ex-boyfriend because I'm not trying to be their ex anything. Like I'm not trying to be your anything. Like, like period. Like we could, like I said before, we can even be cool. Like but you be cool over there, and I'll be cool over here.
Hey man,
I don't.
my thing is like just delete me from your mind, and I'm gonna do the exact same. Just delete everything.
I like the memories, bro. Even
I don't like them.
I do. I like them. They're fun. They were there. They happened, and there were fun times in my life. But now, I don't want to catch up with you all the time. Like, I don't want to eat lunch with you all the time. I'm just, happy belated, like Drake said, and keep it pushing.
Yo, just keep it fucking pushing. Hey, man, shouts out to everybody out there that is pushing on this Tuesday. We're going to end this podcast right here. Thanks for showing up again, y'all. On this episode, like I know we got deep and kind of got emotional and everything, but it's all for a reason. But the world is going into somewhat of a chaos, and we're kind of dealing with it. So bear with us, right?
Bear with us as we're just making our testimony. Also, I just want to say, if anybody that's listening does want to talk to me or Ali specifically, you can holler at Ali. He'll give you my information. We can sit down like adults and talk about some real shit.
Exactly. So y'all can actually get into our comments, our DMs, and everything, and we can continue these conversations. Now, these conversations should be had.
Challenge me. Even if you want to challenge anything I said, I'm cool with it. Like I like the criticism. I just want to have a real conversation where we can discuss and build.
Yo, Steven would love to sit down and debate you and make sure that he proves you wrong by the end of the day, because you will be wrong. Tell him.
I don't know. I don't know about if they'll be wrong. We'll both come to an understanding where we can leave comfortable with knowing the information that we have acquired.
Exactly. So thank y'all again. Enjoy your fucking Tuesday. Enjoy your fucking week. Yo, work hard, play hard, y'all. I said a boom, boom, boom. Let me hear say way yo. I said a boom, boom, boom. Let me hear say way yo, way yo.